Welcome to the channel. Poo Prime has an education hub. Let's get into it. Alright, so you want to become a trader, but you're not sure where to start. That's fine. Everybody has to start from somewhere, so I'm going to show you Poo Prime's educational hub right here. Now to access it, you want to go to Poo Prime. So you just go to puprime.com, then we'll come to learn right here. Then what we'll have to do is come here and learn what we want to learn. So you can do quiz, webinars, video tutorials, ebooks, technical analysis. It really depends on where you are at your journey, but I'm going to show you some places to potentially start. Before we jump into it, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research, due diligence, and don't invest in anything you're not willing to lose. All right, Poo Prime Trading Academy, CFD Forex resources to a tailored guide. This will show you how to. So if you're completely new, you're like, what the heck is trading? How do I even do it? This will give you access to information about MT5. This is also a good one, how to spot a trade, triple the bottom, and you can even start with a low deposit and start figuring out trading strategies. Everybody trades differently, but a good thing to understand is how do you want to trade. Now, a good place to start is pattern forms. First bottom, after a downtrend, the price hits a low. That's when I talk about spikes and dips. Some people refer to them as candles, whatever you like. So you might hear people say buy low, sell high. This is kind of what this means. Downtrend, price hits a low point. At this stage, it may appear nothing more than a pause or a longer decline. If you know it's Bitcoin, we know that's not the case. The market revisits when the price falls again. For breakthrough, the support level begins to move upward, and this signals that buyers could be gaining momentum. And then the price tests the same support a third time, and if it holds once again, reinforces the notion, and it prevents further decline. Now, there's some key takeaways. A triple bottom occurs after a downtrend involves three similar lows. Now, how do you identify one? You can locate a downtrend, find distinct lows, draw a resistance line, and wait for the breakout. We can even see kind of picture drawing a line here. Now, there's so much more to this. Entry points is a good one. You can see the entry points here, considering a long position or a short position, and what traders might want to do. So there's some good blog articles here, and I recommend you take a look through here and understand some of the basics of trading. You don't have to become an expert. I am clearly not. But you do have to get into some of the basic ideas. So if you're new, I would start with how to. And I would start with what is trading, what are candlesticks. When we say candlesticks, I don't mean go burn incense, although that can relax you so you don't do some crazy stuff. But what's a pip? When you hear all these things, what's all that? Once you get more advanced, I like the technical, analysis right here. It gives some pretty good ideas. Swing trading, risk reward. Copy trading is good once you have a kind of style you want to go after. Copy trading and manual trading. Copy trading is when you copy someone who's a successful trader, and you can toggle the pages here and get the different pieces of information. How to be a signal provider, and I have a video on how to be a signal provider. And then if you're new, obviously you want to start at beginner. What is Forex, foreign exchange? Guide to oil, all that stuff. Intermediate and advanced. So depending on where you are, this is where you should start, and you can find some good things right here. You can take a quiz to see, hey, do I really understand what I'm doing? Even webinars and web tutorials and an ebook. You can join Poo Prime and test your skills right here. Also, one thing I think that's going to be helpful is once you're ready, you can go ahead and sign up to the platform and get a demo account. Just play with it, see how it works, and then implement everything you've learned here. Take some quizzes if you're not too sure of yourself, and then see some different strategies that people are using. If you're still confused, then I think the video tutorials are helpful, because let's face it, in today's age, a lot of people don't want to watch or read an article. They want to have a nice video where you can see things like the basics of leverage and all that type of fun stuff, CFD, Forex basics, contract. So just go through this at your own pace, at your own time, and that's how I would get started. So come here to learn and just get some insights, get some education, learn some things, and be part of the trading game with Poo Prime. I think you're going to like it. Also, you can see like daily updates, what's going on with the tariffs, how's that going to affect stuff, what's going on in the market, what is the president doing? How will that affect? That's also a good idea, because that can help with signals. So I hope you found this video helpful. If it was, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to know when I post more videos. Questions or comments, let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.